Welcome to a special March Madness edition of Get Better Basketball Live. I'm Coach DeMarco, and today I'm going to give you a lightning quick breakdown of what I believe is the game of the week between Creighton and Gonzaga. Before I talk about the keys to victory, make sure you hit that like button down below, turn on your notifications, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more great video breakdowns each and every week. Another Get Better Basketball Live is up now. As we look at Creighton and Gonzaga, there are many factors that make them two of the best teams in the country, but I'm going to hone in on two keys to victory, one being ball screen defense and the other being the play of the point guards, Marcus Zagorowski for Creighton and Jalen Suggs for Gonzaga. When we look at their ball screen defense, we're going to see Creighton against Ohio over here. And what they did was blitz. And what that means is that they're going to double off of ball screens. So this is the ball screen defender right here. He's going to double team with, in this case, it was Zagorowski, the point guard, who came over the top of the screen. And they're really going to put a lot of pressure on the ball handler. They did that because Ohio had an excellent point guard. And I anticipate they're going to try to do this against Suggs as well, to take the ball out of his hands. The key will be the other players on Gonzaga, and we'll take a look at that in just a minute. On the other side of the ball, we have Gonzaga, who likes to hard hedge. They're going to put two players on the ball handler, but it's going to be a lot quicker than Creighton. This defender is going to show or hard hedge in this situation, pushing this ball handler away from the basket, and then he's going to quickly recover, where Creighton is going to keep those two defenders on the ball a lot longer, although they will eventually let this player rotate back down, which is a little different than we typically see in a blitz. A lot of times in a blitz, you're going to keep two defenders there. As I said, Gonzaga is going to hard hedge and then recover. And these are going to be keys because this is going to be different than what Creighton saw in their last matchup when they got more soft hedging against Ohio. Now it's going to be a hard hedge, and they're going to have to make some adjustments. Here is a clip of the Bulldogs here, and we're going to see the hard hedge in action and what this does to a very good BYU team. So here is the defender. He's going to come out and show hard. They're going to get their other players in the paint, and in particular their tag defender, take away this pass. But the guard also does a great job getting his hands up and not allowing any pass. You can see this guard for BYU gets pushed away from the basket, which is what you really want to try to do when you hard hedge. Defender comes over the top, and then a quick recovery. Nice job by this defender, and really the two low defenders getting in the paint, and nice recovery. Let's take a look at this one more time. We're going to see the hard hedge and the offensive player get pushed away from the basket here. I do want to point out that situationally, Gonzaga will soft hedge based on personnel and the shooting ability of the offensive player. And we're going to see that same defender here in this situation now soft hedge, because this is a player that likes to attack the basket. Against Creighton, we're going to see Gonzaga hard hedge a lot more because Zagorowski is such a great shooter. As we see firsthand in this clip, if you soft hedge against Zagorowski, he's going to make you pay. This is why I anticipate Gonzaga will hard hedge, and Creighton's going to have to adjust accordingly, taking advantage of ball movement and scramble situations. Here we're going to see what Gonzaga does against a hard hedge by the University of Virginia on a side ball screen. And this hard hedge is almost going to act like a blitz because Virginia likes to keep this defender on the ball to put pressure on the basketball, knowing that there's only really half of the floor to work with. This is going to give Gonzaga a read to slip to the basket, and they're going to take advantage of these reads this entire game, which led to a victory against Virginia. This is the first play of the game, and you'll see Gonzaga setting the tone early on. As we take a look at this one more time at full speed, we're going to see the hard hedge and the slip to the basket, which I envision we're going to see against Creighton when they blitz ball screens. It's going to open up these slips. As this player slips, defenders are going to have to rotate in the paint. If they rotate in the paint, it's going to open up scoring opportunities out on the perimeter for the Bulldogs. So here we have it. You're going to see the ball screen, the slip, and an easy 2 points for the Zags. We can talk X's and O's all day, and they are important in this game. But to me, this game is going to come down to the play of Marcus Zagorowski and Jalen Suggs, two of the best point guards in the entire country. When you look at them statistically, it is very close. Zagorowski with 15 points a game, Suggs averaging 14. The rebounds are pretty close as point guards. Assists both around 4-point game, 4.4, 4.3. And field goal percentage, 46 for Zagorowski, 49 for Suggs. What I do want to point out that I think could be a difference maker is the 3-point percentage for Zagorowski, who's shooting a whopping 42.1% from beyond the arc. That is an amazing percentage from the 3-point arc, as opposed to Suggs, who's shooting 33% from beyond the arc. So Gonzaga is going to have to get over the top and hard hedge on ball screens, or Zagorowski's 3-point shooting percentage could certainly be the difference maker in this game. The other thing I want to point out is turnovers. 2.1 per game for Zagorowski and 2.8 per game for Jalen Suggs. Oftentimes is one of the 4 factors we look at turnover percentage. And I think these 2 point guards who are going to dictate the tempo of this basketball game are going to have to take care of the basketball. So we look at Zagorowski's 3-point shooting compared to Suggs, and we also look at the turnover percentage from both of these players. The last thing I want to point out is the field goal percentage of Suggs is slightly higher, does a really nice job in transition and getting to the basket, which could be a difference maker compared to Zagorowski's 46%. Suggs shooting almost 50% from the floor. It's only 3 percentage points, but in a game like this, made shots are going to be a huge difference maker. Can't wait to watch these 2 great players match up. Let's take a look at a couple of clips and why they're so good. Zagorowski does such a great job reading ball screens, as we're going to see in this set, that's going to lead to a lob for a dunk. He is so great in the pick and roll, but he's equally great from beyond the arc, as he's shooting over 42% from 3-point range. As we'll see here, he can also get into the paint and finish at the rim with the best players in the country. Here's Suggs, on the other hand, with a great read on this ball screen, and we know he has a talented cast of players with him, with Corey Kispert knocking down this 3. We know that Suggs can put the ball in the basket, averaging about 14 points per game, but here's another great example of him facilitating and his high IQ. He makes a great read off of this ball screen to find Kispert in the corner, and Kispert does a nice job backing out to the corner. See the tag defender stay in the paint to pick up the roll. This is another example of Virginia with a hard hedge and really keeping these 2 defenders up on the ball handler, which I believe we're going to see Creighton do today. And the tag man slides in the paint. High IQ play. Watch this read by Suggs as he's going to skip the ball to the opposite corner to Kispert. I believe Suggs' ability to facilitate for the Bulldogs and read ball screens, as we see in this situation, is going to be a difference maker for them. Where for Zagorowski, I feel like his 3-point shooting ability is going to be a difference maker for Creighton in this game. 2 great point guards going head to head. I can't wait to see what happens. I could go on with a breakdown for these 2 teams because I truly love watching the way they play the game of basketball. Their ball screen offense and ball screen defense is some of the best in the game right now. Not to mention that Jalen Suggs and Marcus Zagorowski are 2 of the best, if not the best, point guards in the entire country right now. Drop me a comment down below and let me know what you thought about this breakdown, and let's see if these factors come out to play in today's basketball game. As always, get better every day.